Hi everyone, welcome back. This is video 2 in the case study of March 2015, which is nationalchiropractorsdirectory.com. Now, if you have not seen video 1, I highly recommend you take a look at it, simply because you may end up being lost or you will not understand exactly what it is I'm speaking about or why I'm speaking about this site in particular. Now, for those of you who've already seen video 1, it's time to move on. So moving forward, we already know we're going to be using the local client rental method. And what we're going to be doing is ranking certain pages within our site so that way other people can actually rent those pages. Now, what we're going to do is the first thing is do some good keyword research. So what I do is I go into the keyword planner. And I'm going to search for a keyword. And the first actual state that's listed, because it's in alphabetical order, is Alabama. And within Alabama, I'm actually going to go after Birmingham. And I'll show you why in a second. But Birmingham Chiropractor, get ideas. And we're going to click on keyword ideas. Now, as you can see, Birmingham Chiropractor gets 260 searches per month. So let's actually go ahead and copy that into Excel. And because I actually want to keep track of every single state and what keywords you're going for. It's very, very important that you always stay organized. I'm a huge fan of organization. So keyword, search volume, and then maybe we'll make up a third column. Right now, this is really all I'm interested in. So the keyword is Birmingham Chiropractor, and it gets 260 searches per month. The next one is Chiropractor Birmingham, which is 590. And then we have Birmingham Chiropractic, which is 210. Now, as you can see, everything else ends up being just general terms. Even this one, Chiropractor Birmingham AL, is 110 searches. Birmingham Chiropractic Clinic, that's one I'm not going to go after. Birmingham Chiropractors gets 20 searches, so why not? Birmingham AL Chiropractor gets 30. Now, the reason why I'm copying all these down is because I actually want to try to tackle as many of them as possible. I'm using the least amount of links as possible, and I'll show you exactly how you can go ahead and do that. Pretty much what you end up doing is just using different LSIs, which are synonyms for it, and you end up ranking for long tail stuff anyway. So that's pretty much it. So if we took a look at this and we just added them all up, that's about 1,270 searches per month for those 7 keywords that we're ranking for. Now, obviously, we're going to want to go for these bigger ones first, but do not be fooled by the smaller numbers because some of them might actually be a little bit more targeted, such as if you are, where is it, this one right here, chiropractor in Birmingham, there's only 50 searches per month, but those specific 50 searches might actually be people that are looking for a chiropractor right away, or it could be someone that is a business, which is what we're targeting, looking for other chiropractors in Birmingham, which is what we want to target. So we already know these are the keywords, and this is the search volume that we're actually going to be heading for. So what we're going to do now is do some keyword research. I apologize. We're actually going to be doing some competition research on it. So what we're going to be doing now is going into Majestic, and we're also going to go into Google, and we're going to search for these terms. So the highest one, Chiropractor Birmingham with 590. Let's look that up. Okay, so we have the Google 7-pack listing here, which I'm not going to cover exactly how to get ranked there. We're more interested in renting out our site's pages. So right here we have ducachiropractic.com, and actually let me turn on Mozbar so I can actually just see at a glance the DA and PA of everything. So DA 1726, 1629, 1325, 2533. As you can see, nothing is too crazy. Actually, some of these sites, the actual DA is lower than National Chiropractors Directory in the first place because, as you can see, we are a DA 16 right now, and the PA is actually a PA 17 because, like I said, most of that juice is going to flow to this page from the home page, as I stated in the previous video. So we are a DA 16 currently. So if you look, we already tie with second place DA wise, and we tie with this site as well. We actually surpassed this site who has a DA of 13. PA we don't, but that's okay. So we already know we have a very, very good chance at already becoming number 2 or number 3 without any backlinks being pointed specifically for Birmingham Chiropractor, which is great for us. Now let's take a look at the trust flow and citation flow of the competition. So let's go after the number one guy because that's exactly who we're looking for. Now root domain, he is a 6 and 5, which is not good at all. We already beat that, and he is a 2 and 1. So this literally looks like it's going to be very, very, very easy competition for us. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up surpassing him with 1, maybe 2 backlinks with the exact match anchor of our search term, which was chiropractor Birmingham. We should do pretty well with surpassing him just for that. Now, if we go back into the site, though, we go to Alabama, okay, which has a PA of 16, because I am very, very strategic on how I keep the juice flowing. And then we go to Birmingham, Alabama, which also has a PA of 16. So we have a PA 16, DA 16. We already have an H1 tag with the keyword. We have it in our URL as well. Now, as you can see, this is a video. I just hired someone on Fiverr. I wrote the script for her. I think I may have paid an extra $5 simply because my script was a little bit longer. But pretty much what she's saying, and of course, feel free to go to the site and listen to it. She's essentially saying that you can, if you are a business and you want to get listed below, just click the link below. Wouldn't it be great to be listed here on page 1 of Google? You can simply do it just by renting the link below. So this lets the business owner know, hey, this is a link. You're able to actually rent this entire page from us. So all you have to do is click the link below and you'll be good to go. And you see, interested in having your business or practice listed here, try the risk-free 5-minute trial to see, with the call to action pointing down for them to click on it. Now what I did was I installed a plugin which is called Double Agent from SEM Easy. And what it does is it actually loads an iframe over your site. So what that means is, and of course, once this video is out, you guys are more than welcome to play around with it. But once they click on the risk-free 5-minute trial to see, they click on it and they can input any URL they want, which would most likely be their own domain name. So when they put it, instead of seeing this, they're going to see their entire domain. So what happens is it's still going to be nationalchiropractorsdirectory.com/Alabama/Birmingham Chiropractor, but their entire site is going to be loading in here. So if you are a end user, someone that's looking for a Birmingham Chiropractor, you don't understand what's happening. All you know is you click the number 1 listing, which was ours, which will be ours, I should say, and you see the chiropractor's site listed in here. You don't know anything different. You don't know that you're actually looking at a different site within a site. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to research them through their own site, you're going to book them through their own site. Everything is perfect. So as a business owner, this is absolutely perfect because you have that entire flow of your entire business here. Instead of it being like a normal directory where, you know, there's reviews on it, and then you have to click another link to actually go to the site, which some people are lazy and they don't want to do. As soon as they click on that link in Google, they are, boom, automatically taken to seeing just that person's site, which is absolutely incredible. It's simply phenomenal. So that's exactly the plugin that I use. It's Double Agent from SEM Easy. So that way, feel free to get it yourself if that's something that you actually want to do. You can do iframes manually, but I just feel the plugin is just a little bit easier than having to go to every single page and do it manually. You could also find a different way to do it, but this is just the easiest route for me. So if we go back, and as you can see, these are the different keywords that we are going to attempt to be ranking for. So what I would do is I would go ahead and get myself an article. And for articles, I prefer iWriter. So once again, I use short codes for everything because I never remember URLs. Just makes my life easier. So tiny.cc/iWriter. Oh, it takes me directly to iWriter.com. Okay, because you know sometimes they have dashes in them, so I just short code everything. So I'm going to log in. And then in here, you can actually get articles written for you. So what I'll do is I'll actually get an article written, and actually I will do this live with you guys for Birmingham Chiropractor. So what I'll do is get content. I wish to have an article written. Article for a chiropractor in Alabama. And we're going to choose, let's see which one. A medical would probably be best. We don't need 1,000 words. We can, I guess, get away with maybe 700. And basic, I don't ever use basic just because I don't want everyone to be able to, you know, search for it. Premium is great in my opinion for PBNs Elite, and Elite Plus is what I use for money sites. I primarily use Elite Plus for all my money sites. Yeah, it's $37.50 per article, but the articles you get are absolutely phenomenal. But once again, this article is going to be put on a PBN to link to it. So I'll go ahead and I'll do premium. And the keywords that I want are our keywords that we put here. Okay. And what you do is you'll put how much you're willing to pay. So what I actually do, which is a little trick, I just do a penny more. Okay. So I'll do a penny more. And our reason for that is because instead of them seeing me listed at the bottom with all the people paying the minimum, they'll see me up just a little bit higher, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It just actually lets me see things, lets them see me a little bit quicker actually. And I don't need all these keywords actually written for it, because like I said, I might need just maybe one backlink for it. And the keyword we used was chiropractor Birmingham. So actually, let me remove all those, I'm sorry, and just use chiropractor Birmingham, because I don't need $50 worth of an article to be written. Okay. And must have done something wrong because it's not adjusting the price. Let's try that again. There we go. It did adjust it now after I changed the keyword. So let's go back to a penny more, 716. And as you can see, it's going to cost me $7.16. Friendly tone, professional tone, doesn't really matter. But since it is a chiropractor, let's just choose professional. The purpose of the article is to engage the user to search for a quality chiropractor in Birmingham, Alabama. Special instructions. Writers are not allowed to use any kind of HTML formatting, so that takes out being able to just have them put the anchor text directly into it. But what you can do is just use any kind of special instructions you might have. I don't need any for this one, but there's some articles you may need them too. And you can also have a list of your preferred writers and just submit a list to them. I don't have any specifically for this, and I wouldn't want to publicly share it anyway. So what we'll do is just go ahead and submit the project. Oops. What did it say? I'm sorry. Oh, special instructions. Looks like I need to. Okay, any kind of special instructions we need for this. Let me see. Please do not use the phrase too much. At least once or twice is okay. That way we don't run into over optimization penalties. And then we'll go ahead and submit it. So as you saw, it says it could take up to 72 hours for articles to get to you, which is no problem. So that's perfectly fine. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will close this. The article is going to be written for us. Usually you get a response rather quickly. And what we'll do is we're going to take that article and throw it up into PBN. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to stop the video while I wait for an article to get written. So that way you guys don't have to wait a few days. And a few days from right now, once it is written, I'm actually going to start the video again. And then you'll be able to see me load that article directly into the PBN and link to it. So you can see how I go ahead and I do that. Actually, before we even do that, I might as well go ahead and log into Source Hunter, because we are going to want to track this ranking. So it's always preferable to actually do more things when you're waiting for something else to get done, right? So what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to add a new keyword, so that way we're able to go ahead and have more things done at the same time. So we're going to add a new URL, and it's going to be chiropractors, National Chiropractors Directory. We're going to add it. Then we're going to add our keywords into it. Now, once again, for all Source University members, you should definitely get yourself your hands on Source Hunter. It's within the members area, a link for it. Those are the keywords that we are looking for. We're interested in Google, just in the United States. And there's, we can choose a city, which would be kind of cool. We can definitely type in Birmingham, but I'd rather not. I just want to see how we rank for everything overall. And as far as language, obviously it's English. So we'll go ahead and we'll add them. Okay. And as you can see, it's going ahead and it's adding in our rank tracking. So we're not ranking for anything right now at the moment, but that's obviously going to change once we go ahead and put it into our PBN. So we have everything that we need set up right now to continue working on the site. So as we continue to flesh out the site, at least you're having a bunch of things done for you. So right now, your keywords are being tracked even though they're not ranking yet. You just want them in there. You're having an article written for you, and as of right now, you just need to get your hands on a couple of PBNs, which I actually obviously have my hands on many PBNs. So I'm going to use one of mine to go ahead and link out to it. So what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and set up my PBN. I won't do that here live with you because that'll actually take up a whole bunch of time, and there's an entire video dedicated to me doing that from scratch in the first place. So I'm going to set up my PBN and everything. Hopefully by the time I'm done, an article or two may be written by people for me to actually take a peek at and see if I approve it. And if I do approve it, I will go ahead and throw it in there, link out to this money site, and then we'll hopefully see some rankings climb within the next few days after this video is released. Okay guys, let me just pause the video and we'll move on from here. All right, so welcome back everyone. It's been a few days since I went ahead and requested for that article to be written on iWriter, and I actually have it sent back to me. So pretty much the article I just copied and pasted in here, and as you remember, the anchor text that we're trying to rank for, which is the keyword, is chiropractor Birmingham. So the person who wrote it included it here at the very top, and they also included it, I believe, a little bit further down. Yeah, right here. So I don't like to put it at the very beginning. I just for some reason like to put it in the middle, sometimes at the end, but the very beginning I don't always do. I will do it here and there, but for this specific scenario I will not. So what we're going to do is go ahead and actually link to our money site. So what we're going to do is go into National Chiropractors Directory. We're going to go into Alabama and Birmingham. Okay. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and paste the link in here and put the title, which was Chiropractor Birmingham. And we're just going to go ahead and add the link. Now, I also like to add authoritative links too, so I'm actually going to go ahead into Wikipedia and choose chiropractor, since that is one of the keywords we are trying to rank for, and it helps Google recognize that this article is relevant to chiropractor, not only because we have it here, but we also have it somewhere else. So I just need to search for something that has the word chiropractor in it, which would be, let's actually get rid of that. A chiropractor is one of the best options. Let's just change it up a little bit. Let's actually make it lowercase. So we'll go ahead and we'll add the link in here, chiropractor. And then I also like to add a YouTube video just because I like Google XML sitemaps for videos, which indexes things rather quickly. So we're going to go to youtube.com. We're going to search for a chiropractor. And I pretty much just grab anything. I like to scroll down, grab anything I can see. So grab this one. Go ahead and embed it.
Deli Belly.
Grab the embed code. All right, perfect. So we grab the embed code, go to text to throw it in here, and I'll actually throw it in right here in the middle. Then we're going to go ahead and we are going to publish this. Now, remember what I said before about keeping everything organized. I like to be as organized as possible. That way I can at least see that my efforts aren't going in vain. So what I'll do is click on View Post. Go ahead and copy the URL. And in that Excel sheet that I created before, I actually added some more categories, like I said I probably would, which is PBN URL, anchor text, the date, and the position it is currently. So the URL is where we posted it. We did chiropractor Birmingham. And I actually always put exactly how it was typed. So if it was capitalized, then I go ahead and put it capitalized as well. If it was lowercase, I do the same thing. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put today's date. Okay, and what position it is currently. So there isn't one right now. It's not ranking for anything, so we're going to go ahead and leave that part blank. This is a great way for you to see after you put a link exactly what position it jumps to as well, so you can also test out and know exactly how strong a specific PBN is. So it's a great way to test it out. So now that this link has actually been published, I'm going to actually go back to it actually go back into the dashboard. And I'm going to go into plugins. Actually, I think it might be under settings or tools. Yeah, tools, video sitemap. Since we have a YouTube video on it, and I do want Google to go ahead and index it as quickly as possible. Generate video sitemap. For some reason that did nothing. Let's see what happens now. Yeah. And then we can go ahead and ping Google. So as you can see, your sitemap has been successfully added to a list of sitemaps to crawl. So Google has received it in Google Webmasters. So we were able to go ahead and ping them. So that way they're able to hopefully index it as quickly as possible. So you should see it indexed in the next few days. Once again, this is going to be a case study site, which is nationalchiropractorsdirectory.com, which I'm going to continue to flesh out, make it look a little prettier. But once again, I'm a firm believer in trying to see if something can rank first before you make it look pretty, because the URL isn't going to change. Some of the content might, and the look definitely will, but I want to make sure it can actually rank first, because what's the point in trying to make a site look as beautiful and as pretty as possible if it'll never end up ranking? So I like to do it bare bones, try to rank it a little bit first, and then go ahead and finish it off. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with this site. I look forward to having you guys along the ride, so that way we can see exactly how well this site does and exactly how many chiropractor cities I'm able to take over with this site. Thanks so much, guys, and good luck in doing all of your SEO efforts when it comes to trying to do this exact same method. So go ahead and just try to work it out. I mean, it doesn't take much time, energy, or effort, as you saw, and the only cost that was associated with this for me was just the article, because I had already purchased Genesis, which I used many other times before, which is a great investment. So the only cost that was associated was that. So feel free to go ahead, dive into it yourself, and just go ahead and have some fun. Go get those rankings. Thanks, guys.